Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Sunday stream. This stream is for you whenever you're done with shopping, or maybe you haven't been done with shopping. Maybe you're just coming back from from test drive, negotiating with the dealerships. You were negotiating Sunday, today, Saturday, Friday, and this stream is here today for us to talk about what you saw, what was your experience, how were you treated, did you get any deals, what prices did you see, do you have some questions. This is the stream, like the huddle in the middle of the game, right? You went out, you learned some stuff from my channel, you went out on the field, you put out some plays. Now we can come back at halftime, we can talk about this. Let's talk about what kind of deals you got, what kind of deals you didn't get, what did the salesman, what did the managers tell you, what did you tell them. This is the halftime if you haven't bought a car. This is for you to hop in and get your question answered. Thanks for tuning in. Share my videos as always. Subscribe, that would be very appreciated. And let's get this party started. Let me zoom this in just a little bit. Hey, Catalina, how's it going? Hope you had a great weekend. I always have a great weekend. I make my own weekends. I make them great. Hey, Gary, how's it going? If you guys got any questions, put them in the chat below. This is why I'm here. All for you. I wish you keep growing in subscriber count. That is true. That is true. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. Damn, they always start really slow because I have literally nothing to talk about unless it's just about your questions. Maybe I should have some kind of a topic. Oh, there's something I can talk about. All the guys, if you're trying to buy expensive cars, expensive trucks, this is the time to do it. So I made a video about how you shouldn't be buying brand new cars, but if you're going to be keeping this car for a long time until the wheels fall off, it's okay to buy a brand new car if you're going to be keeping it forever, until the wheels fall off. And cars can last easily 200,000 miles. If you buy a good quality car, it should be able to last 200,000 miles, no problem. Hey, Gary, how's it going? Hey, Dan, did you get that car sales I sent you? I paid for my vehicle. Gary, where did you send it to? Yeah, Gary, I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. How to get the most out of your trade. Robert, you're new here. I am so glad to see you. And this is how I know you're new here. Because I teach people never to trade in your vehicle. Trading things is for 7-year-olds who want to trade in a baseball card, or a 3rd grader who wants to trade Halloween candy. We're adults. We don't trade in vehicles. A vehicle trade-in is a scam. It's a joke. It doesn't exist. There is a sale of a vehicle. You sell your car to the dealership for a very low price, and you shouldn't be doing that. The most money that you can get for your car is by offering to as many people as you can. And how can you do that? When you sell it yourself, right? That's why we have Craigslist, we have Facebook Marketplace. Put that shit on Instagram, put that shit, put it all over the place. Put it in your Facebook timeline. Sell it yourself and you'll get more money. And sell the car for whatever the dealership is selling, but tell the people that, hey, you can finance my car and you don't have to pay $1,000 dealership fee. Kind of cool, huh? Brett, how's it going? Hey, Dan, what car do I buy to make my wife love me more? You don't buy a car, you get a different wife. Or better of all, just get a different woman, Brett. I mean, no car is going to help you there. Why do you think I'm not married? There's a fucking reason. JS, can you talk about the process after you receive the car? You hop in the car and drive it. In terms of stuff like registration and inspection. Well, as far as the inspection, you should have inspected the car before you bought it. What's the point of inspecting it? I mean, if you want to, I don't know, why would you inspect the car after you bought it? You're a bit too late. As far as registration, you just take the paperwork to your local DMV and tell them I want to register the car. That's it. That is it. What's the deal with Vroom? I'm not using it. I'm not, like, I look for cars every day and I'm not using it. So I wouldn't recommend it. Miran Maketa Law. Oh God. Honda Insight versus Honda Civic, both EX, mostly similar price. What about the miles? Miran, are the miles the same? That's a question I would ask. If the miles are the same, Miran, then I would go with the Insight, you know, because you're going to get better fuel economy. But if the miles are significantly more, then I would go with the Honda Civic EX. Gary, I texted you the sales slip. I sent you the picture of the vehicle on your phone. Gary, can you text me again? You know, we'll talk about this, you know, either after the stream if I'm not too tired, or we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. Just text me again. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Sorry, dude. Like a bunch of people text me, and you know, I don't have a name. I just have, you know, on my texting app, it's just a bunch of numbers. So you know, when I click on a text, I gotta go up and what was I talking about with this guy? Oh, this guy is this car. Okay, so I don't actually have the names. I like to have new car every year. Juan Catalina, bro, if you can afford a car every 3 years, if you got money to spend, why not? Sure, whatever. Brett, fair enough. Then I'll buy a Honda and file. Oh, you funny dude. I read it. Brett, grab your shit and run. Don't buy nothing. Robert Novotny. What about getting best deal on a used car? Robert, if you want to get a listen, the best deal you're gonna get on your car, on a used car, is by selling it on Craigslist, on Facebook, where there's a lot of people are looking at your car, not to a car dealership. Listen, see what that car is being sold for. Let's say your car is being sold for $10,000 by dealerships in your area within 500 miles, right? You tell the dealership, I'll sell this car to you for $10,000. You don't want it? Not a problem. I'll sell it myself. Barry G, how's it going, man? Dan, can you do a video on how to deal with service writers? What kind of a deal would you be doing with service writers? I'm not sure. Brett, what do you think of parents going to the car dealership and buying new cars for their sons and daughters in high school? That's a horrible idea. I mean, if you as a parent are buying a brand new car for your kid, you done fucked up. Like Dan says, don't get a good deal, get the best deal. Hallelujah. That's what I'm talking about, Juan Catalina. That's what I'm talking about. Don't go for a good deal on your used car. Go for the best deal. Nobody is texting me, Dan, I want to get a decent deal on the car. No, they always say, Dan, I want to get the best deal on the car. Can you help me? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Barry G, any merch coming online? Yes, I actually have a web store built on a project, for a project I've been working on. It's not this channel related at all. It's something completely separate, but you will be able to support me, and that would be freaking awesome. Barry, stay tuned. I'm gonna have some awesome freaking stuff dropped like probably next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, my video guy that was supposed to do a video on my, he's being kind of slow. I would buy my daughter a Mercedes Benz for high school if she had good grades. No, Catalina, dude, that's a horrible idea. Why? Listen, if you buy your daughter a brand new Mercedes, what is that? What is that does to her expectations? Hmm? What does that do? She didn't work for it, dude. She is moving from, being a kid to an adult. Let her do the adult things, and the way you're gonna be able to, make her, be an adult is by let her be a fucking adult. Can you imagine, like in wilderness, right? A tiger mom can feed her cubs until they're fucking grown, but she doesn't, right? Why? Because if they don't start hunting whenever they're little, how the fuck are they gonna start hunting out of nowhere whenever they're grown up, right? So same thing here. What you can do is you can have a car payment, right? Buy her a $5,000 car, and she can have a car payment at, let's say, $500 a month or $600 a month. I mean, she's living under your roof. $500 a month is nothing. She can go out, work for literally 1 day, or 1.5 or 2 days a week. Just go clean some houses, do some yard work, right? Do some random work, and she'll have a car payment just working one Saturday every week. It's simple. How to do a deal with service writers who try to sell you parts and repair service that may not be needed. Barry G, it's super simple. You just don't go to the dealership. Do not go to car dealerships at all unless you need to buy a car from them, and then you only do it just to pick up a car. I don't understand why people go to car dealerships. It's not like there are no mechanics besides a car dealership. You go to Craigslist, you go to Facebook. Before that, you go to my YouTube channel and learn how to find the proper mechanic. Just go to my YouTube channel and Google, and not Google, but search how to find a mechanic. I have videos on how to find good quality local mechanic that's gonna charge you $15, $20, $25 an hour, not $50 an hour. Kind of cool. So don't go to a car dealership at all. At all. Not for nothing. Juan, you don't have a daughter. Stay that way. I guarantee you're going to have the best life. Lewison Automotive Inc. What if, I'm just going to call you Louis. What if you don't people coming to my home to see cars? What if you don't want people coming to your home to see cars? Why not? Well, if you don't want people to, if you're selling a car and you don't want somebody to be coming to your house to buy a car, first I would ask why not, and second, you say just because. Okay, whatever. Well, then you bring a car to them. It's simple. Hey, you wanna buy my car? Cool. Give me your address. I'll drive to you. I'll make it so easy. I'll drive to you. That is that simple. Hey, Flyby, how's it going? Flyby is here, everybody. The party is complete. Fred. Thoughts on Car Gurus. Car Gurus is just another car shopping website. It's nothing special. I mean, I use it, but it's nothing special. It's just meh. Like and subscribe. Lucas, thank you. Guys, whoever's not subscribed, subscribe. Press that thumbs up. Show the YouTube that somebody cares about this channel. That somebody actually is enjoying the content here. Kapil Ratik, what do you think of the 2016 4Runner? It's a gas guzzler, it's reliable, and it's good off-road. Louis, if I can afford to buy her a car, if you can afford to buy her a car, what's the point of making money if you can't spoil your kids? Well, listen, I understand. It's like, whoa, you know, you're living for your kids, and then I am telling you, don't buy them shit. Well, if you buy them stuff, you're setting them. You're not setting them up. Did you know that when a little bird, right, is being born from an egg, if you hatch the egg and just set the bird out, congratulations, bird, I did all the work for you. You don't have to fight from the inside. That bird will literally die. It's not going to survive. Why? Because it didn't use the little muscles. It was, you know, it was like this for inside the egg for, you know, like 3 months while you know, the parents were sitting on it. And if the bird doesn't fight to break the shell of an egg, the bird will not survive. It's not, or if it does survive, it's not going to be as strong. It's simple as that. Like when I was 18, my mom said, "I'll give you 50% for a car." And that, you know what I did? I bought a $5,000 car, and then I had to pay that money back. Because the guy, okay, because the guy, if so, Juan, you're worried that the guy might be a thief? Guns, Juan, have you heard of guns? We live in fucking America, not China. Guns, have a fucking gun. It's simple as that. Nobody's gonna steal nothing from you if you have a fucking gun. What do you think of getting 2008 Infiniti FX35 for my wife? I would not do it. I would not do it. Their transmissions are not the most solid. I would go with the Lexus. You know, just do a little bit of a Maxwell. Do some research about that car, that year, and in that transmission. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you think. Watched Rockus TV. Watched almost all of your videos. Quick question. Let's do this. Thanks, Juan. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the support. There's 31 people watching and only 6 likes. What's going on here? When searching for a used car, I noticed that you usually use AutoTrader. Do you usually contact the dealers through the AutoTrader webpage, or do you visit actual dealerships? The reason I use AutoTrader is because it loads the fastest. It's not the best. Okay, it has nothing special. Okay, I don't use it because it's amazing. I just use it because it loads the fastest. That's it. Do you usually contact the dealership through the AutoTrader? No, I typically call them. I sit on the phone and I call them. Dan says 25, then go down to 20. Yes, I do say that. And contact them that way. Thanks. So I typically call, but if you're gonna email, you can email through AutoTrader. It's not a problem. Okay. Gary Elanzim. Yeah, I'm Gary. I'm just gonna go with the Gary. So do most dealers buy their new cars they have for sale, or do they lease them from a bank for their payments? They typically get it through a bank. I mean, 100 cars at $30,000 car, that's a lot, right? That's a lot of money. They don't have, I mean, you don't buy your business's inventory for cash. You use a loan. That's the best way to go, because you can use cash for something else. So yes, they do have monthly payments on their cars. Seth, 20% off MSRP before rebates. It doesn't matter if there's rebates, no rebates, cash back, whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. You just offer 20% below the MSRP. If the MSRP is at $40,000, you offer 20% off. That's $8,000. So you offer $32,000. Make sense? So just what it doesn't matter what's going on, what the sales are, just 20% off. Lewis and Automotive Inc. You have no kids, I can tell. Yeah, Lewis, there is no way I'm ever gonna have kids. Hell no. I'm bringing another live person into this shit show. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Brian Kirk, I'm assuming with the new Telluride that I will be paying pretty much MSRP due to the demand. Yes, that's why I tell people buy it in 2 or 3 years. You should buy the soonest you can buy Kia Telluride is next year. That's the soonest you can buy. I would actually wait for 2 years, 3 years. Juan, Catalina, if you don't have a gun, DM me. I'll tell you how to make a gun. Come on, man. You're talking to the fucking Russian in America, and you don't have a gun. What is going on, Catalina? You gotta get your shit together. Kapin Rakit, how much would you say the 4Runner costs gas monthly? It depends how you drive, but I guarantee you that 4Runner is going to be getting somewhere around 18 miles to a gallon. Just Google Kapil Rakit. Just Google that shit. Would you be able to read recent email you sent to the dealer on negotiation? Rockus TV, not on the live stream, but if you text me, we might be able to do something. King Null, Dan, when you buy a rebuilt title car, don't you want to personally inspect it before buying it? PPI may not catch the flaws. Because I'm I'm not gonna be shy. I'm gonna say it. I'm kind of a professional. I've been doing this for a long time. Yes, I would be able to look at the car and figure out what the issues are, where it was hit, where it was repaired, right? But an average person is not if the car was repaired even semi decently, an average person is not gonna catch where the car was damaged. That's why I actually have a free video on my website how to inspect a car, and I go into damage of the car, into rebuild title quite extensively. That's number one. Number two, you tell the pre-purchase inspection, hey, this car was in an accident. I need you to do a pre-purchase inspection, and I need you to see where the car was fixed, how well it was repaired, and that's it. So you just ask for two things: where it was fixed, what was fixed, and how well it was fixed. So the pre-purchase inspection is not done by some kind of monkey. It's done by a professional mechanic that should be able to tell, hey, was this bumper replaced? Are there any screws missing? That kind of stuff. Then is 3.5 for a good rebate at the end of the year for a new car? $3,500. It depends on listen. Is it 20% off the car? Catalina, is it 25 or 20% off a car? Kevin M5 on No Kids Damn. We got too much life to live. Oh my God, dude, absolutely, dude. I mean, God, I would love to talk about this topic so much. It's just this stream, I don't want to, waste people's time on my personal beliefs and opinions when people are here to save fucking money, not to hear me bullshit about, my personal beliefs and opinions. But that's why I'm gonna, yeah. Steve Mathis 28, what's up, dude? When you call them, do you let them know what you're offering after you make sure that the Carfax is good? Yeah, absolutely. I tell them, like, again, if it's a $40,000 car, I tell them, I would do 20% off, and then 25. So I would tell them, okay, $40,000 car MSRP. I'll give you $32,000 for this car today, out the door, everything included, and I can do cash or financing, whatever works the best for you. And I can do this deal in next 30 minutes. You shut up and let them talk. Tom, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. John J, how's it going? Can you end the lease early if you want to buy that car? Why would you end it early? Just keep on paying until the lease is over and then you buy it. There's no point of ending it early. Your car payment is actually going to go up. You don't want that. Flyby. Who is worse, the salesman or the finance guy? Oh my God, the finance guy, dude. The finance guy can make 2 or 3 times as much as the salesman. Holy shit, dude. The finance guy is the real shark at the dealership. I mean, the salesman is a complete idiot. I mean, he's just a Dumbo compared to a finance guy. I always decline everything once in that office. Yes, absolutely. Well, the reason that dealerships have finance office is so they could sell you more shit. If I'm not mistaken, CarMax sells like $3,000 worth of bullshit from financing. $3,000. It's insane. Tom, I love lessons. Love lessons. Oh, I love leases because you can buy the car early or keep the lease longer. Yeah, that if you're gonna be buying out the car at the end of the lease, that's awesome, dude. Good for you. That's a good deal. Sedans starting to be worth less than SUVs these days. Oh, absolutely. Ruckus TV. I made a video a year ago, a fucking year ago, what you just said. Sedans are you know, if you're buying a brand new car, don't buy a sedan. If you're buying a car for, you know, less than 6 years, don't buy a sedan because it's going to depreciate in value a lot more than an SUV. Buy an SUV. Maxwell, I love your truth, but my wife is disturbing me with that FX35 model. How do I deal on this transmission? Number one, you're the man of the house. Number two, who is paying for the car? If you're paying it for the car, then it's a gift and you gift whatever the fuck you want. That's number two. And number three, can you tell why I'm not married? And number three is if the car breaks down, you have to talk about this up front. Who is going to be taking care of repairs and who is going to be paying for the repairs? You know, so you know, if you're going to be if there's a potential for you to make a mistake, if there's going to be a mistake made, right? What are you going to do? Right? I'm going to give you a weird example, but this totally works, right? In Army, they practice how to fix someone in a battlefield situation. Let's say somebody got a shot, right? They practice how to fix that shit. It's not guaranteed that it's going to happen, but if it does happen, you need to have procedures in place if it does happen. Makes sense? Okay. Lewis, check out my channel and tell me what you think, Lewis. Okay, let me see here. Let's do this here. Okay, Lewis, let me ask you this. What are you selling? What the hell? What are you even selling? Are you selling used cars? Lewis, I just went to your website. Your shit doesn't work. Your website doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work. That's number one. Or is that even not your website? I don't even fucking know. Yeah, dude, just if you want me to check something out, just text me because you know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't like it. Won't even let me like you. I can't like click on your YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Um, Robert Novotny, Carfax usually tells what damage to the car. Ruckus TV, when taking a used car for pre-purchase inspection, would it be silly to take the same brand to a different area? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can take Honda to Toyota dealership. You can take Chevy to Ford. You can take Mazda to Chrysler. It doesn't matter. Why? Because all these cars are essentially the same. They work pretty much the same. It's not like you're taking a Ferrari to a Toyota dealership. Okay, that's completely fucking different, right? But if you're taking a Honda to Toyota or to a Chevy to a Mazda, it doesn't matter. It's the same fucking shit. Like it doesn't really matter at all. Catalina, dude, you need to text me about this. This is you need to text me. I'll tell you, Catalina. Oh my god, text me. I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. I'm gonna ask you only 2 questions, and these 2 questions are gonna completely change your mind. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, Catalina. You want to have kids. I guarantee you. 2 questions will change your complete fucking perspective. Um, mm. Todd, will Tesla be collectible in 30 years from now, like 69 Camaro? No, it's a four-door. Four-door cars are not collectibles. Tell me a four-door car tell me a lot of four-door cars that are collectible. None of them are. I mean, okay, maybe there's like 1%. Okay, like maybe Lincoln Continental, the from 66 through 69, if I'm not mistaken. What else? Old Jaguars, maybe. That's it. Collectible cars come in two doors because collectible cars are for rich people, and rich people don't fucking buy two doors, right? I mean, think about this. Think about this. You can 1969 Chevy costs more than 1969 Rolls Royce. 19 well, not, or you know, I guess even Rolls Royce from 80s. You can buy a 1980 Rolls Royce for like 20 fucking grand, you know, $15,000 in working condition. You're gonna have to spend another 30 to keep it running. But four-door cars don't they don't really keep their value. They don't have this collectible appeal about them. You know what I mean? You were right, Dan. I bought a 2019 Tucson. Right there, salesmen were trying to on their phone while I was talking on his phone. Yeah, dude, it's insane what's going on in there. Rick Martin, if you had $15,000 to spend, what would you buy, Genesis or ES350? It doesn't matter. Whatever I can get a better deal on, it literally doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't. Dan, waiting for Sonata at Excellent Auto at Excellent Auto Transport to find a carrier for me. It's been 4 days. Chris Feltus, did I not text you 4 fucking people that I work with, or like 5 people? Did you not text them? So Chris, you should not be waiting. This should be taken care of like this, fast. Okay. Everybody that works with me, that either I find them a car or they go through my course. I give them phone numbers to the people that I actually use. That's, my course is not just some fucking videos. There's a lot more than fucking videos in there. Like there's useful tools in there. Dan is right. Went. Oh, dude, I think I seen your shit. Automotive, Lewis. I think I seen your stuff. Yeah. I seen your channel. I don't know how I seen it. I think somebody recommended it to me or something like that. Yeah, I seen your videos. Uh, so I don't know what your channel is about, but you know, put the videos smash for smash. Just you know, let me see your website. Yo, Lewis, your YouTube link to your website literally leads back to YouTube. So yeah, just if you want me to check out your stuff, you know, just text me. The phone number is below in the description. What else? Never let the dealership wash your brand new car. I have a professional detailer wash it for you. One, you're too late. They washed that thing like 3 fucking times already. They will ruin it. Yeah, they washed it like 3 times. They washed it when they got off the truck. They washed it when it was sitting on the lot for a month, and then they washed it before you bought it. Tom, leasing is great because you are never upside down. In some cases, you can sell the car at the end of the lease to make some money. Absolutely, yeah, Tom. Well, here's my problem with leasing. It's more expensive than buying. See, if somebody's leasing, let's say, you know, me and you are leasing. And we're leasing for, let's say, for next, I don't know, 20 fucking years, right? You in leasing in next 20 years, you're gonna pay more than me when I just buy this car and keep it for next 10, 20 years. So that's kind of how it goes. Steve Mathis 28. Dan, I'm a big fan and I plan on using your service this month. Awesome, dude. Text me. I'll help you out. Excited to see the results. Hell yeah, dude. Let's put you in a new car. I work too much for time it takes to do what you do, to be honest. Yeah, dude. It's not just that it's not just that it takes too much time, but the amount of time, if you do the math, the amount of time that you spend on finding the car, you might as well be working on your job, making money there, and it's actually going to be more. Maxwell, not a problem. Dwayne Rose, do dealerships in the US and Canada have the same percentage markup on the MSRP? I don't know because I actually don't know. There might be import export thing, but I don't know. But it should be very close. It should be very, very, very close because these cars are built at the same fucking factories. Make sense? Yes, Sonata from your list. Chris, text me, okay, and we'll talk about this in detail because I don't know what's going on. There should be no problem. There should be no problem. Now, I don't know why you didn't text me earlier, bro. You got my number. Peter Alicateur. Hey, Dan, how's it going, man? I'm in a process where I need to start test driving 3 vehicles. Awesome, dude. Good job. Hop in a dealership, test drive, and get the fuck out. Any advice to go into the dealership? Okay, first, I have a video where I actually go into details of what you need to do. Literally, just go to the. Okay, I'll tell you. I guess we have a few minutes here. We don't have too many questions. Okay, I'm not too far behind on questions. So this is how you test drive a car. First, at home, make a list of 7 things or 5 things that you want from a car. Okay, far as the features, okay, and what you're looking for. That's number 1. Make sure that car has all that stuff, right? That's number 1. Number 2, you hop in the car and then you drive it for an hour. Literally, don't do less. Test drive should not be less than 45 minutes. You hop in the fucking car without a salesman, leave that motherfucker in the dealership. You literally tell me, I don't want this guy with me. And if you're coming with me, you do not fucking talk. And we're going for an hour test drive, just so you know. You literally tell him, and you schedule a test drive. Don't just come to the dealership and tell them, I'm here, let's go for a test drive, right? You don't want to appear on them like fucking snow in June, right? You want to have things scheduled out. So you tell them, hey, I'm going to come in at 5 o'clock. I'm going to take this, I want to do an extensive test drive for an hour, hour and a half, preferably without a salesman. Is that going to be a problem? Can we do that? Excellent. So they're going to take a picture of your, they're going to make a copy of your driver's license if in case you decide to steal the car. They'll still get paid for it, but at least they'll have somebody to report the police. That's why they do it. And when they take a picture of the driver's license, you tell them, don't do any credit checks. Do not do any soft pulls on my credit checks, okay, on my credit, because I'm gonna know. Don't you fucking do it. So you go for a test drive, and that's it. You can actually take one car to another car dealership. So this is how you test drive. You test drive your least favorite car to second favorite to the best car, to the car that you like the most. And here's why you do that. You test drive the least favorite, then you test drive you test drive third car to the second car dealership, and you literally have two cars side by side and you compare them. Then you hop in a second car, your second favorite, test drive that one for an hour, and you see which one you like more. Okay, and then you say, well, number 3 or number 2. Let's say you like number 2 better, or number 3. It doesn't matter. You take one of those two cars, maybe in the next day or in the same day, to your number 1 car. And then you compare it there also. Makes sense? So are we cool? And you see which one you like better, and then you also test drive car number 1. King Null just signed onto your website. Gonna watch the inspection video tonight. You're welcome, buddy. Tell me what you think about it. And that car inspection video is done not on a brand new car, not on something I rented, not something I got from a dealership. That shit is done on a real car, on real person's car. So this car is not brand new. It's not like I got something just so everything looks perfect. No. This is a real car. It has real issues. Raja Prahalad. Hey Dan, you remember me? This is Raja. Hey, how's it going? I bought a 2000. You're from New York, right? If I remember. I bought a brand new RAV4 XLE. I got the best deal. When I see the odometer, it has 304 miles. Yeah, well, 300. Listen, it's not a problem if your car has a couple of hundred miles on it. Why? Because the car was taken for a test drive. It's not an issue. Juan. Dan, you can call me by my first name. Sure, Juan, right? Is that how you pronounce it? I think. I'm not from America, and your name is Spanish, I think. So, I think I'm saying it right. Okay, it will be very hard to test drive a car with no salesman. I don't see driving a car without a salesman is not a problem at all. At all. All these cars are insured. When somebody steals a car from a dealership, that's a good thing for a dealership. When somebody crashes a car at the dealership, that's a good thing for a car dealership. Whenever there's a flood, a hurricane, or somebody goes and destroys the cars at the dealership, that's a good thing for a car dealership. Do you know why? Because they just got insurance money. They just got insurance money. They got a bunch of money. It's not an issue. Peter, you're welcome, buddy. Johnny DK, you think I'm funny, guy? Oh, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. Okay. What are we at with the questions? Hit me up. Everybody, are we done? Can we go to sleep? Are we done with all the questions? Has everything been answered that there is to answer? Quick question. Does anybody know anybody who lives in South Korea? Anybody? I'm looking for somebody who lives in South Korea. I'm working in a project and I need somebody. If a dealership doesn't want to let you test drive a car with a, well, tick fire, if the dealership is telling you, no, we're not allowing you to test drive a car without a salesman, not a problem. You just tell the salesman, hey, this is going to be an hour-long test drive, number one. This is your test drive. This is not the salesman test drive. Do not fucking let the salesman control the test drive. You tell him this, I'm going to need you not to talk. This is going to be an hour-long test drive, number two. And number three, we're going to another car dealership where I'm going to drop off this car and test drive another car. I just need you to know that. So you're coming along with me for 2 or 3 hours. Are you ready? And you are going to be sitting in that dealership. D. Timmons, if you get 20-25% feasible, how does that dealer rebates and MFG dealers work? D. Timmons, I don't understand what you're talking about. What? I don't care about any rebates. I don't care how none of that shit works. It doesn't matter how that shit structured. As long as you're getting 20-25% off a car, fuck, even 18% on some cars. Congratulations, you're getting yourself a deal, right? As long as you're getting yourself the best possible deal that you could find, it doesn't matter the logistics and back end, none of that shit. My brother and I laugh so much when you say bend down and hold on to your ankles. Dude, it's only funny because it's not happening to you. Once you see some people that pay twice as much for a car as they should have been, literally, I've seen people that paid $25,000, $27,000, $30,000 for cars that are worth $10,000, $15,000. Real life. I've seen people buy cars with 30% interest rate. It's only funny, once you talk about it. Once you actually know somebody that this is happening to, it's kind of sad. Like Spike. Hey Allison, how's it going? King Handicapper, what do you think of Jeep Wrangler as a fun second car? Go for it, dude. If you got the money for it, go for it. I would not buy it as a primary car because of the reliability. I don't trust them. But as a fun second car, dude, hell yeah, go for it. Ref Jeep, I live in Canada. I don't know what that means. Ref Jeep? Wow, 30%. What do you mean at 30%? 30%. If you can get 30% off a fucking car, that's fucking amazing. That's literally insane. I mean, you need to be on my Hall of fucking Fame. Dan, since the floods happened in Houston, in the southern part of the country, do you think there'll be a lot of flooded cars hitting the markets? No. No. And here's why. A lot means more than normal. We have these floods every single fucking year. So there's not going to be a spike of flooded cars out of nowhere, okay? Last year, did we have a flood? Yes, we did. Year before that, did we have a flood? Yes, we did. Every single fucking year, something between fucking Texas and New Jersey and New York gets flooded. Something somewhere. So the amount of flooded cars is a lot every year, all the time. Oh, 30% interest rate? Oh, dude. Yeah, if you're getting more than 6% interest rate, I'm worried. There's an issue. There's a huge problem. and there needs to be a different solution than the car. Tom, Dan, why are leases so bad if you can just sell the car for the profit at the end of the lease? Well, how much profit are you gonna get? Okay, Tom, do the math right now while this stream is going. Do the math. I can own a Honda Accord, a nice Honda Accord, not a base model, a nice one, for $85 a month. You know, from start until the car blows up, for $83 a month or $85 a month. I actually made a video about this. I did all the math, and I would show how this is mathematically, easily, practically possible. I showed how much the cars are bought for, how much they're sold for. I can own a car for $83 a month, right? How much can you have a car for? You know, and again, I'm not driving a Honda Fit, a Honda Accord EXL with leather seats. EXL. So this is a $32,000 car, Honda Accord, if I'm not mistaken, or 34 or something. So $32,000 car that I can own for $83 a month. You know, and I think lease is going to be more than that. Mr. Scott, you're so clueless. Clueless, sometimes it's hilarious. Mr. Scott, is that to me? Is that to somebody else? I don't understand. Come on, every single fucking year. It's true. Something is getting flooded somewhere. He needs glasses and loses train of yeah, I'm not sure what you're all talking about. I fight for 2% interest rate with excellent credit. Yeah, dude, the lowest interest rate, the better. Tom, $1,000 a month? I'm talking about, you know, $83 a month on that Honda Accord EXL. So here's what I can do. I can buy used Honda Accord, right? Drive it until it blows up, and it's gonna cost me $83, $85 a month. 3-year-old Honda Accord with about 40,000 miles fresh off the lease. Steven Mathis, can you get a dealer to put shipping price onto the car loan, or you gotta pay out of pocket? Yes, the dealer can ship the car for you. Yes, they can, but they're gonna charge you insane amount of money, and you should not do it. Never, ever, 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 ever accept shipping from a car dealership, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna go to, I'll tell you the name of the fucking website right now if I can find it. Central Dispatch, that's what it is. See, I remember some of the stuff. They're gonna go to Central Dispatch. It's a website for shipping stuff, whatever you need to ship, big stuff. Okay, it's for loading trucks. Okay, they're gonna go over there. They're gonna put in your car. They're gonna get a quote for $700, $1,000. Then they're gonna charge you 2 or 3 times as much. I remember when I used to work at the dealership, we charged one client $3,000 to ship a car across the country. When I shipped a car for $1,200, that's almost 3 times as much. I literally, even up to this day, I have had dealers that are trying to fucking buy, that are trying to scam people for shipping. That's why I included all this shit on my website. Like, my website is not just a course. I have shipping contacts in there, so whenever you need to ship a car, bam, it's on the fucking website. And there's a bunch of other stuff also. Ali Alam, is Mazda merging with Toyota? If yes, then how will it work? What's the impact on the pricing of their vehicles? Mazda is not merging with Toyota. What are you talking about? What? Mazda Mazda merging with Toyota. What the fuck? Oh, no. This is old news. Yeah, that I mean, I'm reading our article from 2018, January 2018, and we're a couple of months away from January of 2020, like 4 months. So this shit is like, no, they're not gonna merge. So there's nothing is gonna happen. Tony Capital, 30% interest rate means you don't have a job and you have defaulted many times. Yeah, absolutely. That's insane. J.R. Isles, I would pay to watch you negotiate with the dealer in person. J.R. Isles, you're not the first person to say that. And this is how my negotiation goes. Here's my price. Do you want it? No, click. That's it. That's it. People think that there's some crazy ass negotiation tactics. No. You, as a customer, are in power. You're the one with money. Do you see people lined up out the door on the fucking parking lots? Do you see the dealers when there's people surrounding the fucking dealership? There's a line of people. Like there's a fucking sandwich from Popeyes over there. No, you don't. Do you know why? Because there is more cars for sale than there's people willing to buy them. So if not only there is less buyers than there is actually cars for sale, not only that, number one, number two, you have the money, you control the situation, you're the guy with the money. Let's say this, they don't sell you the car, what are they gonna do? Keep the car, drive it themselves. They have to sell it. They have to sell it. Do you have to buy a car? Not from them. Not from them. So you don't have to buy a car from them. You can buy a car from somebody else. It's not an issue. It's not an issue at all. When a dealership is telling me, no, click next call. Click next call. That's it. It's simple as that. Juan, my battery is dying. Gotta go run and charge it. Cool shit. Charge up your battery. Alfred Gomez, if someone would go to employ your service, does that include shipping out of state and car inspection? No. Nope. I'll hook you up with the guys that I use for shipping, but it's your choice. If you want to pick up the car yourself or have it shipped, it's up to you. Mazda is with Toyota in a way. Tom, I don't know what you mean. Mazda is with Toyota in a way. In what way Mazda is with Toyota? I don't get it. I think Mazda and Toyota are using the same plant and production line. Maybe. Maybe. Juan, you like the Challenger's catback wide body in Hemi orange? Go for it, dude. If you got the money, go for it. I bought an i8, but I didn't finance it. Well, I am hold on a second, let me mute my phone in case somebody decides to text me. Listen, if you're buying a car with cash, you're losing money. And you are losing tens of thousands of dollars. That's it. I said it. If you're buying a car with cash, if you're buying a boat with cash, if you're buying any big purchases, $1,000 or more with cash, you are losing thousands and thousands and thousands, tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars. D. Timmons, thank you for all your info. Appreciate the support there. Tom, so you offer price 15 off to tell them to leave, have it or leave it. Well, Tom, I don't offer 15%. I offer somewhere around 23% on average, and then we're gonna see where we're gonna end up. But yeah, that's Tom. That's exactly what it is. Again, let's say the car is selling for $40,000, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell them, I'll buy this car for 32 out the door, and that's like 25 or 23% or something like that. I'll buy it for $32,000 out the door today, cash or financing, and we can have this deal done in the next 30 minutes. That's it. Simple as that. If they want it, we can have this deal done in the next 30 minutes. If no, then I guess not. They'll sell it to somebody else, and I'll go buy a car from somewhere else. Listen, this car that you guys are looking at, whatever car you're looking at, it's not a fucking Batmobile. It's not a collectible item. There are hundreds of thousands of them. If you don't buy this car, you buy it somewhere else. Buy a different car. It's not a fucking issue. Should I ask the dealership 30% off, including the fee, tax, or just 30% asking before I know? Listen, no, you ask for out the door. That's it. Poseidon list. So you do 30% out the door with everything. It really depends. Poseidon list. Like, you can ask 30% after taxes, before taxes. It depends on how valuable this car is on the market at the current moment, right? Like, if you're buying, let's say, a new Supra, right, or a new C8, or a Kia Telluride, or a Hyundai Palisade, asking 30% off, you're not gonna fucking buy it. It's just not gonna fucking happen. Even at 20% off, it's just not gonna fucking happen. You'll be lucky if you get 10% off of those cars. You'll be like insanely lucky, like a winning a lottery lucky. Because these cars are brand new, there's scarcity of them, there's more demand than there's actual availability. Tom, 23% off new or used car, it doesn't matter. I do the same thing on new and used. But typically new cars will have a little more flexibility on them. Well, Tom, $32,000 out the door. So that means there was $3,200 in that $32,000 that was part of taxes. So that $32,000 was actually $27,000 for the car and $3,000 for the taxes. See, I asked for out the door, so the price of a car was actually $27,000. You can ask. Listen, you can call a dealership and you can tell them, I want 100% off the price of a car. They're gonna tell you no, but you can do it, right? Can you get 20% off cars you custom order from Dodge? I don't see why not. Juan, I don't see why not. Yeah, go for it. Thank you for your videos and honest information. You rock. Thank you, JC. Appreciate it. It was nice to talk to you yesterday. No problem. If you got questions, text me. You know where to find me. Your quick response to text is amazing. Great job, Dan. I'm still working on getting my car. Go for it, dude. You just gotta someone is gonna have to put in the time. Either you're gonna have to put in time, or someone's gonna have to put in the time and effort to find the car. It's not gonna find itself. Mazda has their own zoom. All right. Let me see. It's Mazda and Toyota merger. Yeah, I don't think there's. The reason I don't think there's going to be a Toyota and Mazda merger is because Mazda is working on a new engine. It's called Skyactiv technology, right? And if there's going to be a merger, that means that they are giving up their technology that they're working on, right? It's like they found something really cool, they're developing something amazing, and they're gonna give it up to Toyota, right? I don't see how that would work out. Juan, thank you, Dan. You're a genius. I wouldn't say I'm a genius, but you're welcome. You're welcome. Juan, a lot of people tell me you can not get a good deal if you order a car. Who are these people that you speak of? They must not be Dan Strong, huh? They must be somebody else. That's not true. You can get an amazing deal if you order a car. I believe they are just starting a plant in Alabama and Toyota and Mazda. J.R. Isles. They're not merging. They're building. Yeah, J.R. Isles. I don't think they're merging. Like it's why would they merge? It doesn't make any sense. And plus, the government wouldn't fucking allow that. With all the, and with all the shit that's been going on with Facebook and stuff. They're trying to break up big companies into big companies merging. It's not even gonna happen. Toyota already owns shares of Mazda, yes, and Subaru, yes. They still have their own ways on engineering. That is true. Is 20% your ask of the new reasonable or used cars from your experience? Well, that's what I do. Reasonable or not, from my experience, that's what I do. That's literally what I do. Listen, these car dealers are screwing millions of people every single year. Tens of millions of people every single year. If I buy a car and they make zero money, I only feel better about myself. Because I know they screwed somebody before me and they're going to screw somebody right after me. They're going to make their money. I don't worry about that. If I could figure out a way to make all fucking car dealerships go bankrupt somehow, I would do it. It would be joy to my heart. I would stop making these YouTube videos and I would go do other stuff. If tomorrow all of a sudden car dealerships would disappear, I would just start doing some kind of different thing. I would literally like, all right, I'm done. We're done here. I'm doing something else. Because these fucking shit show exists, because we have to go through this horrible process of car buying and worried about not getting screwed by somebody who you would think would have your best interest, but is actually trying to squeeze you for every single penny. I exist because of them. I do what I do. It's not because I have nothing else to do. It's because they exist. How many is the maximum miles you would buy an Accord EX? Me, I would probably buy maximum of like 50. That's probably would be me. I wouldn't be buying with more than that. Whenever I lease a car in Mr. P20, I will zero down. I will offer $200 and zero down. Okay, Tom. So you're gonna drive a car at $200 a month and zero down. I can drive a car at $85 a month, zero down. I just meant 22%. Just not sure here. Yeah, Peter, sometimes you can get more off new cars. It really depends on the type of car. On trucks, you can easily get 20 fucking grand off, 15 grand off, 10 grand off. It depends on the situation. Like I know a buddy of mine, he got like $18,000 off on a truck. $18,000. He bought I think 60. There was some kind of situation going on a couple of years with Dodge, and he literally bought it for 45 grand. It was like a $65,000 truck. Dan, I have a question for you. Go for it, dude. Ruckus TV, 2 cars interested in buying used. Uh, do you recommend practicing emailing dealerships with second opinion on the car dealerships first, or the main car brand first? You can practice on a second car. I mean, sure, it's practice, but then you can move on. You know, on a newer car. Tom, you prefer new cars over used cars. Listen, if you have the money, but lease a car. It's not an issue, dude. It's your money. It's like you know. Personally, I would drive a used car, and put money somewhere else. But if you're gonna be, or I would possibly buy a new car and just keep that bitch until the wheels fall off. Juan, what do you say? What do you say, Mercedes-Benz dealership, if they don't want to negotiate? I have only one dealership in Puerto Rico. Oh boy, listen, Juan, I think you should buy a car from mainland and ship it to Puerto Rico. It will literally be cheaper. Literally will be cheaper. I'm telling you. You should just get me on it, and I'll fucking do this everything for you. It will literally like. Juan, what you need to do is you need to do some research. How much will it cost to ship a car to Puerto Rico? That's what you should be doing. I like you, okay. Tony. That's how most men are. Most guys will buy a used car, and then women like buying new cars. That's kind of it's kind of how it is. Tom, it's hard to negotiate on a used car because they mark them up 25%. They do mark them up quite a bit. GR Isles, I bought an Accord with 70,000 miles. Okay, Honda offers another 7-year, 100,000 miles on powertrain only. Do not fucking take it. Don't do it. GR Isles, do not buy that fucking warranty. Do you believe in 20, 14, 20 down 4 years, 10% of your income? That sounds like a pretty decent deal, but I wouldn't do that. Poseidon list. You can put 20% down, buy a 4-year-old car, and and have it only 4% for only 10% of your income, and you're still gonna get screwed. Do you know how? Because you paid way too much for the car. It's simple as that. It's not what your monthly payment is. Okay, this rule is for your monthly payment. What I care about is the total price of the car. Let's move that $35,000 car to $27,000, and then we'll figure out the monthly payment, right? Let's do that. Ronald Louis, hey Dan, how's your weekend? It's amazing because I make it amazing. Do you know how? Do you know a car journal? Dude, I don't understand what this is even asking. Do you know how car journalists? Oh, I gotta read a couple here. Do you know how car journalists makes their money? Yes, from advertisement. They make money from advertisement. Car journalists and newspapers and media outlets make their money from advertisement. It doesn't matter if it's a journalist, a blogger, vlogger, YouTube personality. They make their money from advertisement. They try to sell you something, or somebody is selling through them. Tony Capital, put your money into your house instead, better investment. Or Tony, here's a better idea, put that money into a second house and rent it out. Kind of cool. Or start a business. I mean, you already have a house. What's the point putting more money into it? You already have a house. Put it into a second house, then you have 2 houses, or start some kind of business. Juan Catalina, I cannot import a new car. It will cost me 40% of whatever the car costs. Well, that's very simple. Juan, it's very simple. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. All right, you ready? Pay attention. You pick up your shit, hop onto airplane, and move to America. That's it. Kind of cool. It's a crazy concept, but you try to handle this, okay? You sell your garbage that nobody fucking wants. Sell your fucking couches and all that shit. Pick up your shit and move to America. That's what we did. We ran away from Russia and we live in America now. Kind of cool. It's actually pretty amazing. You should try doing that. And then once you're in America, you can buy whatever car the fuck you want. That's what I would do. Instead, you got, listen, Juan, you got bigger problems to worry about than a car. I would say, you know, leaving Puerto Rico would be more important than buying a new car. I'm just saying. My friend bought a 2017 Chevy Crew Cab, half ton. Can't remember mileage, but it contacted 15 different places. Got a loan, interest rate below 5. He got 5.7% with a credit score of 805. That's insane. That's a shit deal. That's a horrible deal. He should be at 2%. He should be at 0 or 2%. Are you kidding me? That's horrible, dude. That is record bad. How am I in Houston? And I was in a hi, I'm in Houston. I was in a bad car accident during the flood. Okay, my Cadillac is totaled. Not surprised. Looking not to take a $700 car payment again. Any recommendations under $5,000? Okay, it's very easy on a truck or a van under $5,000. First, you need $5,000 in cash. Second, you're going to need to buy something that has a rebuilt title. That's it. You find somebody who on Craigslist or Facebook who is going to be able to sell you a rebuilt title car for that much, or maybe I don't know. But here's my question: why are you looking for $5,000? I mean, you're literally jumping from driving a $35,000 car, because that's $700 a month. That's about $35,000 car. So you're jumping from $35,000 car to a complete shit box for $5,000. There are cars in the middle. You can buy something for 15 or 20. So I'm not sure why you're trying to be at 5. Where can we find your PayPal? Help you out on the second mic. Dude, Peter, thank you. Appreciate it. Let me... hold on a second. Oh. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Is there a sound? There should be sound. You should be able to hear me. Awesome. Yeah, I got a PayPal. Thanks for the mic. I'm actually gonna do since I'm gonna be able to get a second mic, I'm gonna do an interview with a car broker, and we're gonna talk about, you know, what's the best ways to find insurance. So, you know, I found somebody that's willing to you know, get on the camera and teach you guys, just like I teach you about how to buy cars. I'm gonna be able to do an actual interview with somebody who is in a car insurance business. So I guess that's gonna be kind of cool. All right, perfect. David Ryan Ridley. I was looking to pay cash. I was going to a different vehicle right before my kid is born in March, and I have $5,000 as a backup. Okay, got you. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Brett, what do you think about people that buy new cars with shit credit? They really enjoy getting fucked hard. Yes, they might enjoy getting fucked hard, but it's also, here's something else. They don't know better. They get pressured. They get mentally pressured into making a dumb decision. So that's something else that car salesmen do. That's why I tell people, don't go to a car dealership unless you're just picking up a car or you're test driving the car, because you will be pressured into making a bad decision, and you don't want to do that. Dan, do you negotiate a car for a client if he wants to lease it? No, I don't do that, but I can. I typically I don't do that, but if you want, whatever, I can do it. Poseidon list. You can activate Super Crash on YouTube so people can donate. The reason that I don't want to activate Super Chat on YouTube is because YouTube is going to be taking 30% of the money. Let's say you give me $10. The YouTube just took $3. Number one, they took $3. And number two, why would they give them $3 of your money when they're suppressing my channel? Why in God's name would I do that? Why would they even give? Hell no, abso-fucking-lutely not. And it's not just my channel that they're suppressing. They're suppressing a lot of other people's, you know, videos and channels. They're deleting videos, and that's just not cool. Like, you know, I use YouTube not because I like it, because I have to. That's it. Tony Kapil, might be the RX end of your wireless lab, but okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't do Super Chat. I just have a PayPal. PayPal doesn't take as much money. And PayPal is not fucking trying to ban me. You know, they're not being jerks to me. I mean, even though PayPal has banned other people, which is uncool, but you know, I'm gonna for now it's PayPal, but we can use something else later once I figure out what else is there. Thank you for the feedback. Tom, and hold on a second. I'm trying to catch up. 24-hour car. What do you? 24-hour car. I can't even. I fucking can't. 24-hour car. You're asking me, How much? What's a good deal on a specific car? I don't have Google directly implanted into my brain. Let me ask you this, 24-hour car. Have you contacted 100 dealers? Have you emailed? Have you called 100 dealers? Have you negotiated with 100 dealers, 24-hour car? Have you done that? If you haven't, you need to do that. You know, if you're trying to take this thing seriously, you know, I say 50 dealers minimum. But if you're trying to take this shit seriously, 100 dealers. There are over 40,000 dealerships in the United States. Over 40,000. There is more dealerships than there are Walmarts. There are more dealerships than there are Costco's. There are more dealerships than there are McDonald's. There are more dealerships than there is fucking Starbucks. There's more dealerships than there is Taco Bell's. There is more dealerships than, I mean, any other fucking business. You have a lot of options. Brett, is it just me, or does everyone that buys a new car that brags about it seems to have gotten a shit deal? Typically it is. Here's the thing. Most people that get a really good deal, they're like, all right, I just saved a bunch of money. I'm just moving on with my life. And people that get shit deals, they feel really good inside. Yeah, I bought a new car, and they actually didn't do any work. The reason they feel so good about their deal is because they haven't done their work. They got the trophy without getting fucking scars. They got the trophy without playing the game. They got the trophy without sitting for God knows how many hours on the phone, without emailing 100 dealerships. They just walked in, bought a new car, and they feel good and fuzzy about it. The reason they feel good and fuzzy about it is because they haven't put in the work. Because I guarantee you, after you put in the work and you realize what kind of shit show you're going to have to go through just to buy a car, you're trying to give them thousands of dollars. Give them thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, and they're making this shit show for you. I mean, they're making it hard for you. It's not a pleasant experience, unfortunately. Ali Alam, 2012 Toyota for $8,000, 50,000 miles on it. No accident, but the title is not clean. Yes, that's a pretty good deal. $8,000? Hell yeah, Ali. That's a good deal, I say. Juan, yes, I charge $1,000 for me to do all the work for you and save you like a week or two of work, so you don't have to do anything. Tony Kapil, love your passion. That's why I come here. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. Really do. Poseidon List, I understand. Did not know YouTube for people like that. Yeah, PayPal is better. Yeah, like you know, YouTube has a monopoly on video platforms. That's it. What other video platform there is that's good? There are a bunch shit ones. There's like a dozen crappy ones. There's, you know, they're not good. They suck, you know. But a good one is YouTube, and it's monopolized, and I don't like that. And I don't like the fact that they're kicking people just because they don't like what they're saying. Darlene Timmons, just curious, has anyone heard of GMC Terrain? Yeah, dude, GMC Terrain is hella old. It's not a brand new model. Okay, guys, so my battery is about to die, so like we're gonna wrap this up in a few minutes. I just saw it sitting on a lot, and they look pretty awesome, but just wondering if there's any experience with the GMC. Listen, Darlene Timmons, if you want to do more research about the car, if you want to know more information about the car, you just Google that shit. You know, Google problems with GMC Terrain, you know, or issues or whatever. Kevin M, some dealerships have Taco Bell right inside. Dude, As long as you are gonna spend at the fucking dealership, you might as well wheelbarrow a fucking grill in there. You might as well set up a fucking barbecue shop right outside of the fucking car. I mean, put some fucking steaks, put some fucking turkey, put some fucking brisket on there. Because by the time you spend 6 fucking hours in a car dealership, you might as well be coming out to nice barbecue. Shit. I mean, think about this. You're buying a car that's on the fucking parking lot. It's right there. You can see it, and it still takes you 6 fucking hours. What the fuck? Can you imagine you go buy some shoes, right, at the mall. You see the shoes in front of you, and it takes you still 3 hours to get the shoes. What is this? Brett, my grandma bought a car from a dealer called Happy Hyundai, and 3 hours later he left the car and said, sure as hell wasn't feeling happy. Oh God. You know what these car dealers should be called? They should be called a car purchase with Harvey Weinstein, and the salesman's name should be fucking Kevin Spacey, because that's what your experience is gonna be. Fuck. Best insurance company you believe is out there. I don't think there is a best one. Here's why. Because if you don't shop around, it's not the best one. I followed Dan's advice, bought a 2019 Ford Mustang from $30,000 and got the deal for $24,000 with dealership fees and taxes included. Bro, Jam 16. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I wish more people shared Jam 16. Can you do me just a huge favor, like a really big one, okay? Can you join our Facebook group and do literally 1-minute video review and tell people that my shit actually works? That's all I'm asking for. Just tell people, hey, Dan's shit works. This is a $30,000 car, and you bought the car for what? You know, tell people what you actually bought the car for. You know, not the whole deal, because they don't know what the taxes are and blah blah blah. What your taxes? Because taxes and fees, they vary state to state. Somebody's getting 9%, somebody's getting 0%, somebody's getting 6%, right? So just say, you know, the price of the car was 30 grand. I got the car for, I'm guessing you got it for somewhere 22 or 20, somewhere in there, right? All right, guys, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support, appreciate your love. My name is Dan, motherfucking strong. I'm signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.